Good afternoon and welcome to the next webinar in this webinar series program that we're having today, concurrently with the 2021 Virtual Matchmaker. Hopefully most of you are having nice meetings with some buyers. We are very lucky to have Liz Brazil, one of our procurement specialists, presenting on transportation infrastructure opportunities. If you've been on before, you know that I'm James Forrest. I am the program coordinator, and I've been your host all day, and I'll continue to be here. So I'm going to hand things over to Liz pretty quickly. We only have 30 minutes as usual for these today. I want to note that questions are welcome. In fact, we love them and we don't know what to do without them. So please enter questions into the Q&A tab as the presentation is going, and then we will have 5 to 10 minutes at the end to go ahead and address them. I'll be the timekeeper. So Liz, if you're coming up on that Q&A section, I might give you a little reminder, but I suspect that you'll do just fine. So thanks everyone. If you want to put anything in the chat, say hello, welcome to do that. And then questions to be read aloud go in the Q&A. Thanks, Liz.
Hey, good morning, everyone. As James mentioned, my name is Liz Brazil, and I'm one of the Norcal APEX Procurement Specialists. Thank you for taking the time to join us. I'm so excited to share with you a webinar on transportation infrastructure projects. These are to help you find and navigate contracting opportunities. So let's get started with the disclosure. The information provided herein is accurate to the best of my ability at the time of this presentation. Some or all of the provisions mentioned herein could or may be changed by the current administration with or without prior notice. So next, our agenda today is Navigate Caltrans Contractor's Corner. So there's a lot of opportunities for construction, which may also include A&E opportunities. And then we have the A&E professional services, which we will go into and cover. We will learn how to opt in for construction opportunities and also post a vendor ad for professional services. One of the things too I wanted to cover in here is the Disadvantaged Business Enterprise Program. And I will get into the eligibility requirements, how to navigate through the Caltrans DBE System that they just released in March of 2021. And lastly, there's a lot of opportunities, not only with Caltrans, but Caltrans local partner agencies. So next. So in California, there's a legislative Senate Bill 1 referred to as the Road Repair and Accountability Act of 2017. This invests over $54 billion over the next decade to fix the roads, the freeways, and the bridges. By 2027, these funds will enable Caltrans to fix more than 17,000 lane miles of pavement, 500 bridges, 55,000 culverts, and 7,700 traffic monitoring systems that help reduce highway congestion, such as ramp meters, traffic cameras, and electric highway message signs. In addition, the Caltrans Local Assistance Program, which helps the counties, the local special districts with their projects. So there's an LAP program. It oversees $1 billion annually of federal and state funding. It allows allocation of funds to over 600 cities, counties, and regional agencies. And there's tons of projects, over 1,200 projects authorized through the local assistance program. So again, in addition to Caltrans, which is the Department of California Transportation, they also appropriate $200 million annually for local districts. So next. In today's presentation, we will focus mainly on construction and professional services contracts, but Caltrans and other state agencies do buy many other services and supplies that we're not going to be able to cover today. For more information on how to sell to the state, you can go to the Cal eProcure website or contact us with Norcal APEX Procurement Specialists, and we can help you navigate to those. In today, we're going to be covering Caltrans, finding Caltrans contracts. There's approximately 12 districts, and they're divided in 3 major groups of contracts. The one that's over $1 million is referred to as major A contracts. And the nice thing about this presentation is you have a direct link. And also the next one is the minor B contracts, which is between 5,000 to 333. So if you're not able to prime large projects in a major A, you may be able to do projects in minor B contracts. And lastly, we have emergency contracts. And all you have to do is register. And if there was an emergency, they will contact you based on the scope of work that you have signed up for. So next, so we're going to look at major A contracts. If you click on that link that we had on the prior slide, it will bring you to these Caltrans Contractors Corner. So in here, you should register as a first-time bidder. And I will explain why later. But there's categories. There's general information, there's advertisement, there's bidding, awards, and cost data. So for this one, I'm going to focus on advertisement. And again, you know, contracting can be daunting, but at least this will help you and assist you in how to navigate Caltrans website. So if you click on advertisement, you have 2 choices. You can go into advertise projects, or you can go to 12-month advertising schedule, 24-month advertising schedule. These look-ahead projects will enable you to prepare and plan ahead. And then there's the search contracts item by contracts item. So next. So if you click the search contract by item, there's a box there. And what you can do is add whatever keywords that you'd like. I had selected excavation. And what I found is there are 60 records for different projects within the state of California, within the 12 Caltrans district. And this will pick up anything that has excavation. So as you can see here, contract number 01 OG 2104 has roadway excavation. It also have another line item called structure excavation. So next. Okay, so if you said, okay, let's go see the different types of information. If you click on it, there's a lot of information provided. You can review the list of bid items. You can look at the project plans. You can look at the notice to bidders and special provisions, forms, and then you may have a bidder inquiry. But the most important thing here is you have an estimated contract amount. In this case, the top one is 2.1 million. It also have the number of working days, which is 300 working days, and it gives you the location. And if it has $1 of federal funds, they must have a DBE program. A DBE program is Disadvantaged Business Enterprise requirement. And the nice thing about here I wanted to cover is that for projects like this, once you're registered and you're logged in, you can opt in. This is a way for you to actually advertise your project. Another thing to look in here is you have prime contractors looking for help. Okay, they want you to participate in their project and be a team member, right? But sometimes too, you can see all the plan holders and you just click on the bidding plan holders. So next. So there are several ways you can work in here, and this one is opt in, and you can advertise to primes. This one is Tully, and their DBA is Tully Consulting Group. They're a disadvantaged business enterprise certified firm and also a small business certified firm. And the services offered in here is described. You know, they do sweet pea, water pollution programs, rain event action, and so on. It is a great way because not only are you advertising it, you're giving it a direct access to your contact information. So next. And remember how I mentioned that there are primes seeking assistance. So they would list not only the name of the contact, but also their phone number, their email. And even though your services may not be listed here, you can still contact them, because if there's opportunities that they have not identified yet, they may have an opportunity for you. Okay, so in this case, they have construction area signs, lead compliance, trucking, traffic control, and so on. Okay, so next. So that was for the Caltrans Contractors Corner for construction. But also in the Caltrans Contractors Corner, there's an A&E link that you can get into. And that is through the general information. You click on architectural engineering contract information, and next. It would give you a listing of all projects that's currently listed. And these are projects that's an A&E through Caltrans, and these are listed under Cal eProcure. But even though some of these are listed here, it's actually a Cal eProcure database that you're going through. So next. And similar to the construction where you can opt in, professional services, you can also post a vendor ad. Just create a login and click on add vendor ad, and it will give you an opportunity. In here, we have Seth Danqua. He's a DBE certified firm, and he clearly indicated that in his name. So everyone that will see this will say, hey, he's DBE certified. We have a DBE goal. Let's contact him. And this is the type of services he provides. It's under the description. Okay, and next. So as I mentioned, you can, in the detail information, you just click on post vendor ads and it will allow you to post. If you want to view other vendor ads, you click on view. And in here also gives you the detail about the project. This project is worth between 4.8 million to 7.8 with an 18% DBE goal. That means that 18% of the contract award must go to DBE. So if you're interested in this, click on view event package and next. And it will give you the information. But in addition, if you want to also search directly in Cal eProcure, Caltrans Department number or code is 2660. So if you get into that, you will bring all of the projects under Caltrans Department and list it down. So next. So that brings us to the ending of how to go into Caltrans Contractors Corner to find construction projects and also A&E professional services. But as I mentioned, if you have $1 of federal funds, there's a DBE program that must be applied. The objective of the program is to level the playing field by providing small business-owned and controlled by socially and economically disadvantaged individuals a fair opportunity to compete for federally funded transportation contracts. So Norcal PTAC counselors are trained to assist you in getting your DBE certification if you meet the following criteria. So the criteria is you have to be a small business concern defined by the Small Business Act, 13 CFR Part 121. It has to be 51% owned and controlled by socially and economically disadvantaged individuals. Your personal net worth cannot exceed 1.3 million. You have to be a US citizen or resident alien. You have to have a 3-year average annual gross receipts not to exceed 26.29. But if your business is pretty young and you only have 1 year, it's okay. You know, you don't have to have 3 years. It just means that an average, if your business is young, then, you know, you just have to indicate that. The benefits about being DBE certified is it's recognized by Caltrans and other partner agencies. It expands your opportunities to participate in federally funded contracts and increase your opportunities to network at events and pre-bids and procurement fairs like this one, and be listed in the California Unified Certification Program database. So there's a lot of benefits, and this program is meant for small and disadvantaged individuals. So next. So as I mentioned, Caltrans just updated to a web-hosted system. You no longer have to mail in all of your tax information, all of your documents, and spend enormous amount of money to mail it. Now we have a web-hosted system that was just recently released by Caltrans. It's called the Caltrans DBE System. It's a web-hosted system, so you log in, create an account, and then you apply for certification. The first thing they're going to ask you is the eligibility requirements that we just completed in the previous slide. And if you pass those, then you continue on. At the very end, once you uploaded their system, it may take about 90 days for them to review it, okay? But if you let them know that you're bidding on a project, they may be able to expedite your contract, your application. So think about those. Again, as I mentioned, there's a lot of benefits about being DBE certified. But in addition to the list of documents, and you can go to Norcal PTAC DBE certification to get those lists of documents, they will also inquire about your NAIC codes, the North American Industry Classification System. So that's what they're going to be reviewing for your certification, is the type of work that you do. And we can assist you with that also. But in here, you can also search for Caltrans work codes in addition to your NAIC codes. I think that's it. So next. As I mentioned, there is multi-billion-dollar project that local assistance, Caltrans local assistant manage, but they also have local partner agencies. And what they're doing is they're tasked with AAA. AAA is referred to advertisement of the project, award of the contract, and administration of the contract. So some of these you can look in the Caltrans website, but for District 4, it's Bay Area Toll Authority, Contra Costa, County Transportation Commission, Transportation Authority of Marin, Metropolitan Transportation Commission. There's many local partner agencies that you can find work, construction or professional services. So take advantage of this. Get a piece of the pie and participate in the transportation infrastructure projects. So next, as I mentioned, there's various procurement specialists that's here to assist you. And I don't know if I mentioned this, but we have approximately 30 years average experience working working for government agencies. Yes, I did start early on in my career, but take advantage of the Norcal PTAC resource link. We can assist you with DBE certification. We can help you with your capability statement. We can help you navigate through the California contracting databases. And also, we have lists of opportunities. So we can help you find contracting opportunities. We can help you review the documents. We can help you review the checklist and help you submit your proposal or your bids. And next. So what's your next step? I want to give you one takeaway, okay? And that is to learn how to navigate. Visit Caltrans Contractors Corner and local partner websites. Learn about various projects and programs in your area of work. As I mentioned, it's so exciting when they post a 12-month or 24-month look ahead projects. So you can plan and develop a strategic marketing plan. Do you want to go out there as prime? Do you want to participate as subcontractor? Who should you team up with? Okay. And one of these things that you can learn is register as a vendor and opt in and add a vendor ad. Meet some of these primes looking for help, because sometimes, even though they may not have an opportunity for you today, these prime contractors will be bidding on other projects, and having that relationship, which is really critical to your business, and having that networking opportunity. So thank you for attending our networking events. Create your capability statement and make sure you share it with them, and continue to network with potential primes. I think that's all I have. And again, we are so excited for you for joining us. And if there's an opportunity to work with you, please register and apply for Norcal PTAC. And hopefully we'll run into each other and work together.
All right. Thank you so much, Liz. That was an excellent presentation. And thanks to everyone for joining. We do have some time for questions now, about 7 minutes. And I see we have one question already from Casey Adams. I'll go ahead and read it. My firm focuses on quality management and systems engineering. We have not had much luck on Caltrans projects, as they tend to not need the type of work we provide. Are there other sites that you could recommend, or are there other projects in Caltrans that we're just not finding? Thank you.
We can help you find contracting opportunities with Caltrans, but in addition, if you are Norcal PTAC client, we have a custom bid matching, which will allow you to search the local, the state, and federal databases for opportunities in your specialized type of work. So sign up, and it's free. There's no cost for the custom bid matching. What will happen, it will search all these databases, provide a notification on a daily basis through your email, and you will have an opportunity to review it. And if you're interested, let's work together and review that notice from BidMatch.
All right, thanks, Liz. And just a note that we are happy to take any clients who have an established business located in our service area, which is in Northern California, along the coast, all 9 counties of the Bay Area, Trinity, Siskiyou, and Shasta. So there's 15 counties there. If you're outside of that area, you can use this link that we have on the page here, aptac-us, to find your local PTAC. We all offer the same basic core services. So let's keep the questions coming. Does anyone else have any questions they'd like to ask Liz? Caesar says, you rock. Great presentation, Liz. So thanks, Caesar.
Thank you.
That was really good. Really, really nicely presented. And just a reminder, everyone will be getting the slides and the video later today. So we don't need to worry about that. And you can review all of these nice resources that Liz has shared with us. All right. Well, we have 5 minutes more if anyone has a question they want to throw in. Otherwise, I hope everyone is having some productive meetings today with the Matchmaker and that you've gotten something out of it. Do keep advised that there's going to be a survey that's going to be sent out at the end of the day, I believe, from Christina Kunkel. And we'd love to hear what you thought of the whole program, including these webinars, as well as the meeting platform and everything else. So, all right, I don't see any other questions. Liz, I guess you just answered everything too well. You preempted all the questions. All right.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for putting it on, Liz. And thanks, everybody. PTACs are here for you. We're here to help. So I'll go ahead and drop off, and we will, well, let's go to this slide. Next up at 1:30 is Public Works Tricks of the Trade with our very own Ed Duarte, who is a Public Works and Construction Specialist. So you don't want to miss that either if you're remotely connected to Public Works. So, all right, thanks everyone. Bye.